And we are here with our last and final guest. It is Sam.
Hello.
Hello, Sam. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. Sam, why don't you introduce us to yourself, especially for those of you who may not have seen your interview. Tell us where you're from and what exactly about Harry Potter do you enjoy and
Okay.
how did you get into it?
Well, I'm Sam. I am originally from Colorado, but I have just moved down to Texas. Whoa! I originally got into Harry Potter because on long road trips, my mom would put on the books on tape. And so I started getting used to that, and then I started reading all the books, and now I read all the books and watched all the movies. So, it's always a good time.
I was looking forward to playing with Sam because during his interview, I thought he was the most fun person to watch. And I was really upset that I couldn't fit him into the main campaign, but that's okay. This is like, this will have to do for now. But Sam, was really looking forward to playing with you, which is why I saved the best for last, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Well, thanks
course.
for giving me a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna jump right in and do a little bit of role playing with Sam. So, Agent Scythe, Michael, is with you right now, and she will knock on your door.
Is this at work or?
At work.
Okay.
It's at work.
Okay.
At work. Yes, at the office.
Come in.
She opens the door and she says, "Agent Polaris, it's Agent Scythe."
Oh, Agent Scythe. Nice to see you.
She'll just smile. "How are you this morning?"
Pretty good. Pretty good.
"I came to let you know that our new hire is here, Jack Shipman."
Oh, yes, yes. I remember Ragel telling me about him.
Would you like me to escort you over to his desk and you can introduce yourself to him?
Of course, yeah.
She will wait for you to get to the door,
Yeah.
and you guys will walk down the hall together, and she'll say, "So, holidays are coming up. Any Christmas plans?"
Well, I promised my mother that I would go back to Pennsylvania to visit the family for at least a couple days.
Yeah, I'm excited to visit my family as well. We have a pretty big gathering back home in Mexico.
Oh, flying all the way back there. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's just for a few days. But then after that, back to work again.
Yeah, back to the grind. Never stops.
At this point, you will arrive at a another desk, and uh, Mr. Shipman, why don't you describe what you look like?
Okay, so I'm pretty lanky and tall, but you don't know if I just want to impress you, but I'm wearing a very nice shirt and very nice pants, and I'm wearing a nice tie, and I'm looking really nervous because I'm looking at my desk, and there seems to be something missing from there. I'm just looking around and like, that can't be right. Uh, uh, they wouldn't just give me a desk without a computer. I'm looking around and I'm pulling out what looks like to be a brick-like object and trying to shake it and pressing buttons.
Mr. Shipman?
Oh, yes, yes. You're Agent Scythe, correct?
Yes,
Oh,
you've done your homework.
yes. I'm really excited to start. I'm a little nervous, but do you get a Wi-Fi signal in here? My phone seems to be having trouble.
Oh, yes, of course. The office supplier, we weren't really sure what sort of computer you preferred, so I'll definitely help you put in a request so we can get you completely set up.
Yes, thank you very much. I was worried about that. I mean, I'm guessing I'm going to get a lot of emails and administrative work.
Yes, we'll definitely be putting you right to work as quickly as we can. Our onboarding process, we're still kind of getting the edges, folded out and stuff.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Mr. Shipman, I wanted you to introduce you to Agent Polaris.
Hello, my name is Jack Shipman. It's very nice to meet you. He offers a handshake.
It's very nice to meet you. He will meet your hand. It's Michael, though, while we're in the office.
Oh, okay. Hello, Michael.
Jack? Is it all right if I call you Jack?
Yes, that's perfectly fine. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, I'll be around. Just let me know if you need anything other than your computer. Most of us here are still, getting acclimated to things, but you're the new hire, so we'll help you
Yes,
out as best as we can.
please. And do you have any advice, at least on the first day? I'm I'm a little nervous, and I'd like to get this right.
Just keep an open mind. We do things a little bit differently than most government agencies, but
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some literature I can read up to make sure I get everything right.
that's currently being written now.
Uh,
So
Oh, okay. I'm sure I'll learn on the job then.
yeah, that's what most of us have been doing.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Of course.
When you guys turn around, Agent Seif will whisper to you so only two of you can hear, and she says, "Do you think we should start by showing him some of the profiles of the people that we have apprehended and put into the circle? Those are the people that he's gonna supposedly start questioning and talking to."
Right. Yeah. Let's do that. Start it off slow though.
Maybe we'll start off with chronologically, starting with the Hag mission.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Michael, you will be sent by Rigel to accompany Jack on his first, I guess, session. And Michael and Jack, you guys are going to be taken to a more restricted area of this office. So this office is in Washington, D.C. It's underground and very secretive, of course. And you go through, the basic checks as you enter into this area, which is called the Circle. And the Circle is where they are currently keeping all of the magical beings that they have apprehended mostly because they believe that these are people that are too dangerous to be allowed free in society. And so you guys will just pass by what appears to be well furnished cells. They try to take care of the people here as much as possible so that they're comfortable enough. So they have a relatively nice furnished room. There's TVs of some sort with DVDs, I guess they could borrow. But anyway, they're all just hanging out. And one of the places that you guys are heading to, one of the cells, appears to be cells of these two older, wrinkly-looking women that are slightly hunched over. And these, Michael, are the hags, I think it's the mother and the aunt of Isadora that you had apprehended.
Right. So here are the hags. I'm assuming have you gotten the file yet, or?
I'm starting to flip through the file, trying to read it frantically. Yes. Seems a little interesting. You said they eat babies?
Yeah. Apparently, that's what hags do.
Oh. Okay. I haven't encountered any hags, but I'm sure I can give it a shot.
Yeah, I haven't encountered hags before. I met most of these people as well.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt your work. I'll be standing by if you need something.
Do you have any advice or suggestions? Have you interacted with them at all?
Well, Isadora was quite chatty. Oh. So just keep on guard. I mean, I'm not sure if they are specifically dangerous. Like, I wouldn't enter the cell or anything.
Oh,
Maybe open
Oh.
up a rapport with them before you do anything crazy.
do they eat people? Because I'm not a baby, and I'd rather not to be eaten.
Yeah, they don't eat people. Well, they eat babies, but
Babies aren't people.
yeah. But they can still be dangerous. They might want to seek vengeance or something. I don't know. I rarely come down here anymore.
Oh dear. Well, I'll try my best. Do you happen to have restraints or security just in case things do get feisty? He's a little nervous because he'd rather not get murdered.
Yes, we do have some restraints, and again, I'll be here through the majority of this, of whatever you're going to do. So if I start seeing trouble, I'll step in.
Lovely. Thank you.
Of course.
He slowly approaches the cell, looking a little bit nervous. What are the names of the hags, at least from the file?
The older one is named Mags. The younger one is Maybell.
Perfect.
They're, when you approach them, Maybell and Mags, they seem to be watching the TV right now, and they're watching some sort of daytime soap opera.
Oh man. Can I roll to see if I know what the soap opera is, or?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Oh man, time to get out my random number generator. It is a 6.
Alright, I don't think you will recognize this soap opera.
Okay. I politely knock on, I guess, the cell, and say,
Yeah.
"Hello, I see you're in the middle of a soap opera, but do you have a moment to talk?"
The two hags, turn to your directions, and one of them hisses at you. What do you want? You're interrupting our passions time. Yes, Miguel and Charity are about to have a big scene together.
Really? What's the drama behind them? Because I really want to get into this. I heard that the show was pretty good, and I heard that I don't want to be spoiled by anything as well.
I don't know, some sort of strange romance drama. I'm just waiting for Tabitha to get back onto the screen. She's my personal favorite.
Oh,
Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Yes, but I don't think that Tabitha portrays the wizarding world very accurately. The doll is adorable, though. I think the doll is obnoxious. What do you know? The doll is adorable.
Oh, so what do you like about the doll?
The doll doesn't let anyone mess with him. He's got spunk, and I like spunk.
Oh, are you like the doll? Do you not let anyone mess with you?
We just don't like it when people bother us, like when we're watching our soaps.
Oh, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm super interested in this soap opera, and I'm pretty interested in both of you, because you like two of the, supporting characters, but I think that they should have a little bit more screen time. What would you like to see them do?
I would like to see them, I don't know, do more interesting things. There's supposedly supposed to be more magic in this show, and I'm not seeing enough of that.
Oh.
Yes. No, not enough.
Magic? What sort of magic are you looking for?
Anything, really. Just to make things more interesting. Otherwise, things just get really boring.
Oh, yeah, no, I bet. I bet it does get a little boring in the cell. Is there anything... What would you like to do? What is something that you want to do?
Go out, for one. Yes. How long do we have to stay here? We've been asking this over and over again, and they said that we would be staying here until someone talked to us.
Oh, well, here I am talking to you now. I don't know when they're expecting to let you see some fresh air, but I heard some interesting rumors that there were some baby disappearances. Do you happen to know anything about that?
Oh, here we are again talking about the babies. We already told you. We did it to survive.
Oh, huh. I'm slightly morbidly curious. He lowers his voice and leans into the cell. Do you happen to have any good recipes? Or what does it taste like?
Recipes? Do we have recipes, my dear boy? Of course we have recipes. Yes, recipes that I have been gotten from my grandmother and her grandmother for ages.
Oh, really? I don't want to divulge any of your secrets, but what are some good tips and tricks then? What does it taste like?
It tastes sweet. Yes, sweet.
Okay. Does it have you ever had chicken or beef or salmon?
Salmon? Oh, yeah. We don't really like anything coming from the sea.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Chicken? Oh, chicken in a pinch is okay. Chicken's alright. Maybe when I'm dieting. Yes, when we're watching a figure, but it's not as fulfilling as, well, real meat.
Oh, and real meat is...
Young human!
Oh, okay.
Fresh young human.
Have you ever had pork? Maybe even pork belly? Because I heard it's very soft and tender.
Nope. Never tried.
Okay. How often do you eat babies?
As often as we can.
Oh, so you do happen to know that that's a very bad way of making friends and can lead you into some sticky situations. He vaguely gestures around.
Oh, we don't have any use for friends. We have family. Yes, family's all you need.
Yes, but what happens when you accidentally endanger family by some of your actions?
Endanger? How have we endangered our family? We haven't endangered our family.
Well, you see, you're just sort of sitting here now. You're separated from your family. How are they to know that you're okay and you're all right? They could have just seen that you've gone away and thought that, you don't like them anymore now that you don't hang out with them anymore.
But we didn't do this. They did that.
Yeah.
He did that, he says, pointing at Agent Polaris.
But this does lead from directly your consequences of your actions. Eating babies causes humans to not like you very much and try to remove you from the picture.
They're just racist. Yes, they're just racist.
How would you like it if someone ate your babies?
No one would want to eat any of our babies. They don't taste it. I don't think any of our babies would be tasty.
Let's just say hypothetically, what if I developed a really good recipe for hag babies?
Oh, hag babies. That doesn't sound very appetizing.
Or what if one day you woke up and one of your hag babies disappeared and you have no idea where they went?
Oh, well, we would try to hunt down the people who tried to kidnap them.
And
yes!
You see here, we tried to do the same thing. We don't like people taking away our babies without our knowledge.
Well, then maybe they should keep their babies better protected then.
Okay.
Yes, some people are just bad parents.
Okay. But what happens if you woke up one day and one of your babies was gone and you were perfectly good parents, but they're just gone?
Why would that happen if we were perfect parents?
What?
Yes, isn't that the definition of a perfect parent?
What if you blink and they're gone?
Who could move that fast?
I pull out a small deck of cards from my hand. I pick up 2 cards. I put the rest away, and then I try to do a card trick where one of the cards disappears, and they have no idea where it went.
Oh, so you're a wizard too?
No, wizards aren't real.
Oh, we have a lot for you to learn, boy. A lot for you to learn.
Visibly confused. Okay, back to the story. See, the card disappeared, and you were paying perfect attention to it, but yet you say that no one could get past you to accidentally spirit your baby away?
Well, I think that if that were to happen to us, then hypothetically, it meant that we weren't that great parents after all.
But wouldn't you still want to try to remove the picture, in order to make up your deficiencies as a parent, to take out of the picture anyone who would try to take your baby away?
Yes.
So, logically, we're doing exactly what we did in this hypothetical situation. We removed the section that was making us bad parents. So, if you want your freedom, try to make it so that you won't be causing us to be bad parents.
You're telling us we have to give up eating babies?
Well, I heard there's a really good recipe with some pork and some pork belly that tastes close to what you were describing as babies. I'll see if I can get the chef to bring something down, and we can do a comparison between what you have in your memory and what we cook.
You think pork will taste just as good as babies? I don't know about that. The sound of eating something that rolls in the mud and eats garbage is off-putting. Yes, why do other people... What made them think to look at a pig and think, that must be delicious? Look at it roll in the mud like that.
Have you ever seen like a real life baby, roll in the mud and, eat literally anything that's on the ground?
Not the babies we found.
Oh man, you must have not been around very many babies then.
They look very confused at each other. Roll a diplomacy. I think that's going to be 2d6s.
Okay.
And add... Actually, your diplomacy is going to be super high. 14? Oh, yeah. Alright. We like you, boy. Yes, we like you. We'll entertain the idea of trying this pork.
Okay.
But if we get sick, it's on you.
Oh man. I'll try my best then. I'll leave you to your soaps, and I'll just go talk to the chef. How about that?
You do that. Yes, you do that, boy.
He gets up and walks back to Michael. Hey, do you happen to know where the chefs or the people who prepare food are?
Oh yeah. That's up 1 level.
Okay. I've got a tentative agreement that if they like, I've got a old recipe. One of my parents used to work in another criminal psychology, and he had heard from Hannibal Lecter that babies do taste a little bit like baby pork. So, want to try out that recipe and see if that works out.
That is information that I probably did not need to know. It's interesting, but something that I probably didn't need to know.
I'm sorry about that. Would you mind just sending me up to the kitchens?
Yeah, of course. Come this way. And he'll lead him over to where the kitchens, to prepare the prisoners' meals are.
So you're gonna go over to the kitchens, and the head guy that cooks the meals for the people in the circle, we're just gonna call him Mr. Stewart. And Mr. Stewart, and he's right now seems to be at a sauce. He's probably at by the stove, and he's got this big stock pot that he seems to be like brewing up some bone broth or something, making some bone broth of some sort.
Okay. Are you by chance Mr. Stewart?
I'm Mr. Stewart. What have you come here for?
Oh, hello. I've come to exchange some recipes, and maybe I've also been talking to the Hegs, and I have an old family recipe that may or may not taste somewhat similar to babies, and I'm trying to make it so that they can try not to be eating babies anymore.
Recipes? You have the audacity to teach me, Chef Stewart extraordinaire, of some pitty little family recipes?
Oh, I wouldn't dare. I mean, I'm sure all your recipes are much better than mine. He's trying to match the energy of Chef Stewart.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just got this petty little recipe that maybe stand up to any of yours, but I would like to at least give it a try.
I don't think I've seen you here before. Are you one of the agents?
Oh, I'm just a new hire. He looks very trying to be happy, but still very new. I also wanted to meet everyone and make sure that if there's anything I can do to help out, I can.
Well, aren't you such a cheery ball of sunshine? He says.
I try to be.
He looks at him again, studies him up and down. He glances towards Michael. So Michael, I think Mr. Stewart is known to be very, he's got a lot of pride for his work, and he doesn't like change at all. So this is probably going to be quite a bit of a uphill climb for somebody to ask him to prepare a recipe that is not originally his making.
All right, Chef Stewart, Mr. Stewart. This comes directly from the top. We're supposed to help this man any way possible. Come straight from Rigel. If you want to take it up with her, I can go with you, and we can interrupt her countless meetings today, or we can just get this done.
All right. Let the boy come in and show me his recipe.
Thank you so much for being a host to this recipe. We'll see if it can ever live up to any of your standards.
The sooner we get started, the sooner you can leave. Yes?
Do you happen to have any pork belly?
We have some, yes, in the freezer.
Okay.
Pork belly, bacon.
He starts to direct, some of the ingredients that we'll need. And he remembered that the Hegs liked a little bit of sweet, so a little bit of honey and a little bit of brown sugar goes on top, and let it stew for a bit and let it slow cook so that the meat and juices, so
the fat renders down.
Got a little bit of, you might have like a spit going on.
Yeah, and then you gotta get a nice fatty piece because babies, they've got the baby fat on, and try to get so we...
While you're cooking that, Chef Stewart's gonna go over there and he's going to break off a piece. It crackles, which is good for pork belly. He smells it, pops into his mouth. His eyes blink a little bit, and then you can tell he's forcing to not react to it as much as he'd like to react to it, and he says, "It's not bad, boy. It's not bad." What is that sweet thing that I taste?
Oh, I heard that they like their meat just a little bit of sweet, so I added a little bit of brown sugar and honey as a glaze to go over the top.
He'll just nod. And when you finish preparing the dish, what happens?
I place it under A, B, and C. So I put the same portions on each, so to make a blind test, but not really a blind test.
Okay.
And I put it on a tray to try to carry it out.
All right. you'll go over to the tray, and by that point, you'll see that the closing credits of Passions is going.
Oh man.
You are my passion for life. Anyway, did any of you guys actually see that show? It's so weird.
My great aunts used to watch it.
Oh man.
It had a very interesting. For those of you who don't know what it is, it was a soap opera that started in the 90s, and it was very unique in that it had a lot of supernatural, magical elements to it, which is what intrigued me a lot. That and Ethan Crane, but
Of course.
and yeah, it's a really peculiar but guilty pleasure soap opera show for people who are into like the occult. So anyway,
all soap operas are guilty pleasures.
I'm sorry.
She said
I
also
said
proper.
all soap operas are guilty pleasures.
Well, yeah. The premise of this one adds a nerdy edge to it, so I think it makes it even more so. Anyway, you arrive with the tray of food, and do you enter the room? Like, what do you do?
I knock on the cell because I remember Michael saying, "Don't get too close," and I'd rather not, have my arm gnawed off. So.
Oh, it's you again.
Hello. Sorry for the wait. I prepared a little something, and we'll see if you like it. There's A, B, and C, and then you can see what one you like the most.
Wait, you went to the kitchen and made this yourself?
Yeah. His sleeves are still a little rolled up with a little bit of flour just sort of somewhere.
Mr. Stewart let you cook something in his kitchen?
Not by choice?
That sounds about right.
Oh man. So, Mr. Stewart then, I say as I slide the tray underneath.
Yes, he's a terrible chef.
Oh, no.
Terrible cook.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That smells. That smells kind of good, actually.
Oh.
You walk over to it. It's so crispy and fatty and greasy. And then she'll like pop a piece into their mouths. This isn't baby.
Try the other portion, see what you like.
I want more of that. And they start devouring the pork. And then when they're done, they kind of just start like shoveling the food into their mouths voraciously.
Okay.
And they don't stop until pretty much plates A through C are gone.
Well, it seems like you liked it. Would you like the recipe and maybe some pointers on how to raise these animals? They're very easy to keep, and they'll eat almost anything.
This boy, the more he talks, the more he makes sense. Yes, that meat was sweet, salty, crispy. It's like Christmas again.
Oh, is this a tradition to eat babies around Christmas?
Yes, we have a great recipe for stuffed baby with nuts and plum spices. I don't suppose you can do the same thing with pork, can you?
I can certainly try. I'm sure there's recipes out there. I'll just have to do a quick Google and see how it goes.
Google?
Yes, I'm.
Sounds like something a baby says. Yes, Google does sound like something a baby would say.
Do you not know about Google? I thought it was a universal search engine for everything.
They both tilt their head at you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to get you some notes, and then I'll talk to some people and see how this goes.
Can we get more of this pork for dinner? Yes, for supper.
I'll
We'd like more pork.
see if I can talk to Mr. Stewart, and no promises, but we'll see.
They'll nod happily, licking their fingers.
Lovely. Well, I'll leave you back to your soaps. I'm sure it's on all day, but good luck.
What did you say your name was, boy?
Oh, I'm Jack Shipman.
Jack Shipman.
Here's my business card. I slide under. It just says Jack Shipman, and then my email address, and then a contact. Doesn't
What do we do with this?
This is my contact information and my name. So, have you not seen a business card?
No. So you're saying if we want to talk to you to get more recipes, we just show this card to someone?
So the middle one is my email address. So go up to your favorite email and just type me a message, and then the other one is my phone number. So just call that on your phone, and you'll get me.
How about we just show this card to somebody and say we want to talk to Jack Shipman for recipes?
I'm sure that'll work. Probably, maybe, probably.
Good. We'll see you tomorrow, Jack. Yes, we'll see you tomorrow, Jack. After Passions is over.
Oh yes. What time would be best so I just don't interrupt your passions?
I don't know a time. Whenever it's over.
Oh, okay. Well, have a good evening. And then he gets up and walks back to Michael. I think I've made a breakthrough. I've got some notes like they like to eat babies around Christmas, so make sure that no one's around them around Christmas time. And I think the pork idea it worked. He seems very visibly excited to have a good first day.
Pork, huh?
Yeah. If you it's a little like a bacon recipe, but a little bit different, and it'll work. If we teach them to raise pigs, maybe it'll work out for them.
That's a good idea. Good job.
Thank you. He seems very visibly excited to get a boy.
Pork belly, huh?
Yeah.
There goes a food that I can never eat again because it tastes like babies, apparently.
Oh. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right.
But you mentioned a name previously when we were talking to Mr. Stewart. Regal.
Oh yeah, that's the boss.
Oh, okay. She sounds like she's very busy. Do I ever get to meet her at some point, or?
She's busy. Not as busy as I made it sound. I just didn't want Mr. Stewart to get in your way.
Oh yes, thank you. Oh, by the way, the hags have requested more of this. What do you think are the chances of Mr. Stewart picking up this recipe?
I'll talk with him, and if I can't get through to him, I'll have Rigel talk to him, and
If I can't get
we'll get it through to him.
Okay, lovely. Thank you very much. And they were talking about a family. Once I mentioned that, I was a little worried about if they lived close to. They were saying that they were different than humans. Is that?
Yeah, that's a thing. It's gonna be a reoccurring thing through your stay here. I believe we've got werewolves, vampires.
Where? Are you sure you're not spouting like a teen romance novel?
Yeah, it seems like it's definitely based off of one, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Gosh, and we're underneath Washington D.C. for all this?
Yeah. We're still running some preliminary tests. Though the werewolf one, pretty sure that's true.
Oh dear. I guess that's why you had me get a top secret clearance now, didn't you?
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Oh boy. I guess I can't talk about this with my friends now, can I?
No.
Oh man. Well, are there any other duties you'd like me to perform for today, or?
I think you did a really good job with the hags. I want to ease you into this as much as possible. I kind of got thrown into the deep end really fast, and it's just best to take small steps. You'll eventually get more of the people around here, and the worlds that'll open up, the doors, everything.
Okay. Lovely. Thank you so much for looking out for me. I know, the hag thing sort of threw me through a loop because eating babies on your first assignment.
Yeah, it gets worse.
Oh, okay.
It's just fair warning. It gets worse.
Oh boy, I guess the local liquor store will be getting more business then.
Yeah, if you go down to Frank's Liquors off of 31st Street, mention my name and you'll get a 10% discount. I'm there all the time.
Hey, I might as well get that,
Yeah.
Back at Felix and Rodney's apartment.
Ooh.
There is going to be a knock at the door.
Oh boy. All right. Felix is gonna get up and go to answer it.
You open the door and you see a stone-faced, grumpy-looking Russian man. Alec.
Well, I've been expecting you.
Is this the place?
Yeah, this is the place.
He looks around. How quaint. He comes in and he's carrying like a bag, like a sack with him. He looks around. Based on the look on his face, he doesn't seem particularly impressed. And he kind of says, "This place is a dump."
Well, look, we're not really. Me and my roommate aren't really well off. I'm like 20, so you can't really expect me to have a mansion at my age.
He looks around and he says, "It'll do."
All right, so Felix closed the door. All right, so how did it go?
It's done.
It's done.
Now we have to plan for how to get it back.
You know where he is?
I know where he was. I have a feeling he's not there anymore.
Oh, where was he?
About 15 miles from the the town you were in. 15 miles from the town we were in.
You're so close. All right then, fair enough. We'll just have to figure out how to get to him later. Feel free to set up in my room over there. I'll take the couch.
He'll start to set things up, and then the door will swing open, and Rodney will come in with his guitar thing strapped on his back, and he'll say, "Hey, honey, I'm home." Oh, we've got guests.
Hey, Rodney. This is the person I told you about.
Oh, yeah, the Russian dude with daddy issues, yeah. Hey, man, he says, going over, and he holds out a hand to shake. And Alec just kind of looks at him up and down, and he's got this look of not disgust, but I don't approve of this at all on his face. He looks at his hand, and then he just begrudgingly takes it and starts shaking it. "So you're Felix's roommate?" "Yeah, my name's Rodney, dude. So how long you gonna be hanging out here? How long you gonna be staying?" And he says, "I don't know. Undetermined." "Oh, alright. Well, make yourselves at home. You might not want to go to the bathroom right this moment. But look, if you want to hang out or you want to go and get something to eat, I know of a really good coffee shop where I work at. That's a good place to grab a bite." And he says, I think I'm going to be fine for tonight, thank you.
Alright then. So, let's let Alec get accustomed to here for the moment. Rodney, how was work, Rodney?
Work was great. I got some pretty good tips. One of the girls, this really cute ginger. Oh man, she gave me a really good tip. Hopefully, I did a good job and she'll come back again.
Alright. That's good to hear. So, anyways, Alec is gonna stay a while. He's gonna be staying in my room. I'm gonna be staying on the couch. We'll try and figure out what to do in the meantime.
Rodney goes over to Alec and as Alec is setting up, and Alec looks towards his direction and he says, "What? So you like soda cans? What? Soda cans? Can you fix soda cans too? Like Felix can fix soda cans." I have no idea what you're blabbing about, Alex says.
Oh boy. I can fix more than soda cans, Rodney.
What more can you fix? Rodney asks.
Anything broken.
Anything?
Well, most things broken.
That's useful.
Yeah.
Could have mentioned something the last time our TV was on the fritz.
Was I even home for that?
No, but I thought you see everything.
I see a lot, Rodney. I don't see everything.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll take a look at the TV.
He will go into his room and he'll be like, "Alright, bro, peace. I'll be in my room." He goes in and shuts it. And Alec just follows, watching. His eyes follow him as he leaves the room. And then he turns back to you and he says, "What the hell is wrong with him?"
Look, he's a bit of a weed head, but he's a good guy, and he's trustworthy. He can be just a bit silly at times.
He's trustworthy? Really?
Believe it or not, yes, he is a trustworthy individual. He will have your back when you need it, and he's a good person to have around, and he helped me in the past when I needed a place to go.
Fair enough. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
Hey,
So he knows everything about us?
he knows some, mostly because he knows some stuff, yes. I tried to explain more, but he was a bit high at the time. It was kind of hard to talk to him.
Does that happen often?
Yes. By the way, if he offers a brownie, do not eat it.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna say this is gonna be an easy time, but we're gonna help you. We'll try and help. I know that things are very complicated.
Just give me a place to stay, and that's all I need for right now.
Yeah, well, you can set up in my room for now. Hey, just try and get to know Rodney. You may come around to like him.
I'll think about it, he says. And he will go into your room and unpack.
Alright, I just take a seat on the couch and let out a sigh. So, Felix is going to approach her office, or...
Yeah.
And
You'll approach her office, and right now she seems to be, I think she's on the phone right now. And you can overhear her saying, "Yes, I'll be there. The airport, I'll send you the itinerary, and I will hopefully be there before Christmas Eve, okay? All right. Bye." And she'll hang up.
so I'm gonna knock on the door a little.
Oh,
Hey!
hi, Felix.
Hey, Agent Seif. a little awkwardly because. Do you have a moment to talk?
Sure. Have a seat, she says. What's on your mind?
Just a couple of things. Felix looks kind of nervous. He came in here looking a bit more confident, but now that he's actually here, he looks a bit more nervous. So, I just want to talk to you about a few things. So, on our way back from Salem, you mentioned something that caught my notice.
Oh? Caught your notice?
Yeah, you said we. When you were referring to the magical community in general, you said we.
Oh. If I did, I must have slipped. It must have just been a... She said it must have been a Freudian slip then.
Really? You know, I used to attend a school over near Boston. Um, it was kind of a boarding school. When I learned a lot from there. It was a place called Ilvermorny.
Oh, okay.
Can I make an insight check to see how she reacts to that news?
Yeah.
Okay. And observe. Yeah. That's a 13.
I'm gonna say you don't notice anything in particular.
May I ask why you joined Orion?
It was a good, stable job. A great opportunity for someone like myself who just came to America and wanted to really get out of Mexico and explore and experience new things.
See. Felix looks like he's mulling something over up in his mind. He looks a bit awkward, like, should I just ask? Or, I'm just gonna come and ask. Are you a part of the magical community?
No, why would you think? What would make you think that?
I remember what you said a few times. When you said, I know, it seems like a foreplay, but...
Freudian slip.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Felix just looks a bit awkward. I know this is... okay. I don't know. We all come... You don't... Are you sure you don't know you don't know more than you letting on? I don't want to, accuse you in anything. I don't want to be, accusing or thing. I'm sorry if I'm coming off that way.
You kinda are.
I'm sorry
actually.
about that. I really don't mean to come off this way. I want to be your friend. If that makes sense.
Well, I thought we were.
I know. I mean, I wanted to get to know you better. Okay. He just looks nervous. He kind of stutters a little. I'm doing a poor job of this.
You want to get to know me better, and the first thing you want to know about me is whether or not I'm in the magical community?
I'm sorry. I am terrible at this. I am absolutely terrible at talking to people sometimes. Look, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, and I don't know, this felt like a top opportunity, but I realized that this has been kind of was a kind of a stupid idea of an idea of how to talk to you. I wanted to get to know you a bit better, and I thought when I heard what you said, I thought maybe this was a point of interest we could talk about, but I realized that just seemed like very presumptuous and was very rude. I'm sorry.
What do you mean by point of interest we could talk about?
No, Felix.
Felix, are you not telling me something now?
Yeah, how would you like to get coffee sometime?
Well, that's a weird transition, she says.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Did you just change the subject?
Not completely.
Why do you want to get coffee?
I kind of want to get to know you.
Well, we've established that, but like we said, you wanted to get to know me, and your choice of what was one of the first things that you wanted to know me about seemed really strange.
Yeah.
Normally, when people want to get to know me, they ask me about my hobbies, they ask me about things that I like.
Yeah. 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 I'm terrible at this.
You kind of are.
Oh, I am so sorry. The funny thing is, I don't even know your name, actual name.
That would have been something that I was willing to give. Yes.
I'm so
Knowing my real name first would probably have been a really good natural first step.
I'm sorry. Can we start over real quick? If that's okay with you.
Like turning back time again and resetting?
Yeah, I guess.
Roll a diplomacy.
Alright.
2d6s plus your bearing.
Plus my bearing. You mean persuade, right?
Or persuade. Roll a persuade. You're gonna have to earn this now, boy.
A 12.
Okay. Where would we go?
Well, my roommate Rodney works at this coffee shop. Sometimes he plays actually there.
The pothead?
He's a lot better than he comes off, and I heard good things about the place. And he's actually really good at playing.
Okay, Felix. Let's do it.
All right. Oh yeah, we kind of got sidetracked, but my name is Felix. What's your name?
Nice to meet you, Felix. My name is Anna Maria. And she holds out her hand to shake.
Yeah, he takes his hand. It's very nice to meet you as well.
So, I guess we'll do coffee then.
Yeah, coffee.
You guys will end up, I guess, meeting at the coffee shop where Rodney works.
Yeah.
And you'll have a seat, and Rodney actually looks up from behind the counter, and he'll give you a smile, and he'll give a wave.
Hey.
And from behind the counter, he already has his guitar out because it looks like he's about to do a performance.
Oh.
And I think that you've already gotten your orders, and you already have the coffees in front of you. And he starts singing. He gets over with his guitar. He starts playing a few bars. He starts singing this tune. And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't want to miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I'm sure many of you recognize that song.
Oh yeah.
He continues the rest. But maybe you can't help feel that some of the lyrics are fitting.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe. I told you it was good, right?
He's really good.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he had those pipes.
Oh yeah, I was very surprised when I first heard him sing it as well. But he is really good.
a lot of people are clapping, and you see some people like putting some tips into his case, and he says, "Hey, thanks, bro. Hey, thanks a lot."
So, you come from Mexico, right? What was it like growing up down there?
I mean, a lot like growing up, a lot like growing up here, I guess. Although
Fair enough.
things in the big city is a lot, well, bigger.
Yeah.
A lot more people in suits.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that as well. New Orleans it's a very different place from here as well. Like, it's a bit more crowded in New Orleans, and they're a lot. You usually are walking around a lot more.
So, you asked me what led me to join this group, and, well, I know that we recruited you, but what made you ultimately decide to do it?
This is gonna sound silly, but I did it because I saw it in a vision, and I realized, well, for a long time I wanted to help change the world and make it a better place, and I realized these people at my doorstep were my best method of doing so. It's silly, I know, and it seems silly to make a split decision like that, but when those three just showed up my doorstep, and I made that fortune for Michael, it kind of just seemed like fate.
I think that's an admirable motivation. I mean, I kind of want to do the same thing, you know? Change the world.
Yeah. Make it a better place. Make it so people live better lives, so that we don't have to hurt people to keep the secrecy, to improve lives of everyone. Stop heartache. I know, I'm being very cheesy right now, I know.
No, it's okay. You're just being honest.
Do you believe in what we're doing?
She thinks and says, "I'd like to, but sometimes I just wonder, you know, if what we're doing is right." She lowers her voice because, again, you're in a public place. You're in a coffee shop, so she's trying really hard not to be like.
I get that. Like that encounter over in Salem, it was so complicated. I had no idea how to properly process it, but I feel like there is a lot of the stuff we are going to have to deal with is going to be very complicated, and we're not going to know how to deal with it properly. And I think we just have to make the best decisions as we can in the moment. It may not go perfectly, but we just have to do the best we can with what we have, and just try and make it the world a bit of a better place every day. And we may not always succeed, and we may make a mistake or make things worse, but we have to try.
No, I agree with you. I mean, it's the end of the year coming up, and we've got a whole new millennium, actually.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. We've been so busy, but yeah.
It's a new beginning, almost.
Yeah.
Lots of changes.
Oh yeah. And the world's probably going to start changing soon too. Like, if what we do is succeeds, our world's going to be a very different place this next millennium.
Well, unless Y2K gets us.
Yeah. You know, the future may seem scary, but I'm looking forward to it. I always look forward to the future.
You don't think the world's gonna end in the year 2000?
No, it never. Even if this so-called Y2K happens, it doesn't mean it's over. I think even if all that apocalypse stuff happens, I think there will be people who survive, and the world will go on. And we'll try and make the world a better place. Things just don't just end. They continue.
I think that's really poetic, Felix. She smiles.
Felix looks very nervous and blushes a little. He has been a nervous wreck this whole time.
When there's a little bit of a pause in the conversation, Rodney's actually gonna come up to you and say, "Hey, Felix, my man," he says as he gives you a high five.
I reluctantly give a high five back. Like
He'll give you a pat on the back. Good to see you, bro. I didn't realize you were coming to the shop.
Sorry about that. You were very good at your performance was very good, Rodney.
Aw, thanks, man. I've been practicing. Thanks. It's one of my faves. Goo Goo Dolls. They're great. Do you like Goo Goo Dolls?
Yeah, I enjoyed them.
He turns over to Agent Seif, and he goes, "What's up?" And Agent Seif says, "Hey, my name is Anna Maria," she says, holding out her hand. "Anna Maria, that's a really pretty name." "Thanks," she says.
Yeah.
"So you're friends with Felix?" he says as he puts his hand around Felix's shoulder.
Yeah, I work with her.
"Oh, well, that's cool. You mean over at the thing that you do with the suits and stuff?"
Yeah. Yeah, she does a really good job. She helps out a lot, and she's a really important part of our team.
Well, I hope you all are taking care of my buddy Felix really well, because he's a really super sweet guy, he says, looking at Agent Seif. "He is, isn't he?" "Yeah, he's been pretty much probably my best friend now, since my old best friend sort of disowned me."
Wait, what happened?
"Oh, yeah, I mean, my other friend, he's just gotten busy, so he's kind of, Levi, he's been kind of fell off the face of the earth for the last couple of months."
I'm sorry to hear that.
"It's alright. I mean, it's a new year, new friends."
Yeah. To new friends. I just raised my cup of coffee.
"So, dude, I'm just letting you know that I'm gonna be going back home for the holidays. So I'll probably be leaving early tomorrow morning, for Christmas and all that good stuff. Oh, but dude, before I forget, I thought I would leave this here with you." And he holds out a really nicely wrapped present box.
Oh, thank you, Rodney. I take it. I probably should wait till Christmas to open this.
No, you should open it now.
Thank you. Felix gives an apologetic look to Anna Maria. Sorry about this.
Go right ahead.
All right,
She says,
he's gonna open it up.
so it's actually a soda can that's been cut out, and it's got he wrapped construction paper. It's like arts and crafty kind of thing. You wrap construction paper over it, and it's sort of put pictures of you and him, photographs. You pasted or glued them around the can, and he says, "It's a holder for your cards, your fortune cards."
Oh, my tarot cards. Thank you, Rodney. It's very nice, and I see you put a lot of work in this.
Yeah, it's all of the pictures of you and me, man. Look, that was when we first moved into our apartment in New Orleans. That over there is the first time I took you to beignets. That over there, and he's just pointing all of the things that you guys have done over the last couple of years.
Felix smiles a little, wistfully. He looks kind of equal bits heartfelt and kind of embarrassed at the same time. Thank you, Rodney. I really do appreciate this.
Of course, man. I was hoping you'd like it. I know it's not that expensive of a gift, but I put a lot of time in it.
Yeah, Rodney, you're an amazing friend. You're my best friend. And
thanks, buddy. You're my best friend too. And the best part is, this is the kind of thing that if it ever breaks, you can fix it, right? Because it's a soda can.
Felix is just gonna laugh. I'm sorry. I turn in and read. I'm sorry. That was just a very well done inside joke, and I'm sorry.
He'll smile at you and he'll give you another pat on the back. Well, I gotta go back and finish my shift, so if I don't see you tomorrow, Felix, have a Merry Christmas, alright?
Yeah. Merry Christmas to you too, Rodney.
And Merry Christmas to you as well, Miss Anna Maria. Thank you. You too, Rodney. And, alright, peace. And he'll leave. He seems really sweet, actually.
Yeah, he really is. He makes seem like a bit of a fool, but he's probably one of the nicest people you will ever meet.
So, she says, as she holds up her mug, to what's to come.
To what's to come, he says.
And then they'll clink. Okay. Sweet. And we'll end the scene there.